Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen, wassalatu wassalamu ala Muhammadin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in wa man ittaba'ahum bi ihsani ila yawmiddin, amma ba'd. To proceed. Today, before we begin our lesson, I wanted to respond to a question that was asked by one of the children actually who attends the lessons, and he asked the question when we were discussing one of the stories, and I thought it was a good question, so I wanted to respond to it because perhaps it will benefit others, inshallah. And it concerns the ayah in Surah al-Maaidah, the 5th surah in Al-Quran, in which Allah Azza wa Jalla said, وَاتْلُوا عَلَيْهِمْ نَبَأَ ابْنَيْ آدَمَ بالحق واتل عليهم نبأ ابني آدم بالحق. So it's good that this child, Jazallahu khairan, whilst he was reading Al-Quran, he encountered an ayah whose Arabic wasn't clear to him. And that's a good thing, because that's what we should be doing. Particularly the more that we learn of Arabic grammar, when we encounter something in Al-Quran which isn't clear, then we should ask. So he was asking why, or what does Ibniyya mean here? But first of all, what does this ayah mean in general? Watalu alayhim. Watalu here, this is the fi'lul amr, this is the command form of tala, which means utalu, meaning recite. Okay, so we know that one of the two ways in which we can express the meaning of reading Al-Quran, the most common way is qara'a, he read. So qara'a al-Quran. Right, and the other one is the verb tala. 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 What did I? Tala means he recited. That's where the word tilawatun comes from. Okay, so tala means he recited. So it said tala al-Quran. Okay, or qara'a al-Quran. But when Allah Azza wa Jalla said utlu, it's a command form, read or recite. Okay, so Allah Azza wa Jalla is addressing the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam and telling him to read utlu alayhim, on them. So ala is frequently used with tala. It means recite on, like recite on somebody, but meaning recite to them. Right? So Allah said, وَاتْلُوا عَلَيْهِمْ, recite to them, نَبَأَ. Naba, what does naba'un mean? The first surah in the 30th juz, Surah al-Naba. Naba'un means information or news. Okay? Ibniyya, it means two sons. Adam was the first man and the first prophet, alayhi salam, Adam. Bil-Haqqi means with the truth. So the meaning of the ayah is, recite unto them the news of the two sons of Adam with truth. Right? So this ayah in Surah al-Maaidah, Allah Azza wa Jalla started to narrate the story of the two sons of Adam alayhi salam, and they were Qabil and Habib. Right? So if you want to read, it's not very long, it's just about half a page in Surah al-Maaidah, but Allah Azza wa Jalla mentions the incident when one of them killed his brother, when Qabil killed Habib. But what the student was asking is what or why is Ibnay here in this form, right? So to begin with, first of all, Naba, as we said, it means Naba'un. Naba'un means news or information. It's an ismun, normal ismun. So why is Naba'a here mansubun? That should be the first issue that we address. Why is it mansubun?
It's the object.
Good, Shabazz. Alhamdulillah. It's the object, right? Utlu alayhim.
What do you read upon them?
What is it that you're reading upon them, right? Naba, information. Okay, good. So that's the reason why there's a single fatha on it, and it's not going to be tanweenu dammin. It's not going to have two dhammas because it's now the maf'ulun bih, it's the object, right? Then we have ibnay. So why is ibnay in this form, right? So first of all, we know it means two sons. So what's a single son? One son is? Ibn. Right. It's ibnun. Ibnun is a son. Right? But this means two sons. So, how do we say two sons, Shabazz?
Ibnay.
Well, Ibnani. Right, remember when I ask you how do we say two if anything, it should be in the marfu'un form. Remember that the dual of any ismun in the marfu'un state is ibnani, isn't it? It's the ani sound. Kitabani, alamani, and so on and so forth. That's the marfu'un state. Right. So now we can see that ibnani is the marfu'un state of two sons. So what's the here ibnay is in which form? It's clearly not the marfu'un form, is it? So which form is it?
Mansub.
Right, it's either mansubun or majrurun. Why? Because remember when we said that the dual form of ibnayni. Remember the dual form of an ismun is formed by the aini sound. Right? Ibnayni, the aini sound. The dual form of is of the mansubun and the majrurun state is the aini sound. The ani sound is a marfu'un state, right? Because there's only two ways that it can change the dual. So the aini sound is both of them. It's both the mansubun and the majrurun. Here in this ayah, we know it's either the mansubun or the majrurun form because it's ibnay, a. No, there's none. Alif, right. So first of all, is it mansubun or is it majrurun? Even though both of them look the same, which one is it and why? Think about this construct. Naba'a, nay. News of the two sons. What kind of construct is it?
Idafa.
It's an idafa. Right? Shabazz, you look worried.
Yeah.
It's an idafa, right?
Yeah.
Remember that an idafa isn't just possession. Two nouns closely related.
Yeah.
News of two sons. Right? We got that. Right?
Yeah.
Two sons, news of two sons. So is ibnay here mansubun or majrurun? Majrurun. Why?
Because of the idafa, the second one.
Good, because the second noun of an idafa is always majrurun, which is it is here. Right, so why is it if it's nabbanayni, right? Meaning if ordinarily it's ibnayni, why is there no noon there? Where is the noon gone? Because if we write this out of the ayah, this is how we'll write it. Naba'a, naba'ab, nayni. News. Actually, if we were to write it out, that would be marfu'un, right? Naba'u banayni. Okay. So out of the ayah, this is naba'u banayni, news of the two sons. Note that's now marfu'un, because it is marfu'un, isn't it? It's only mansubun here because it's the object of the verb. There's now no verb here. So it would be naba'u banayni. Right? Yeah. Clear? Mm. So the question is, why in the ayah is it ibnay, and here ordinarily it's ibnayni? And that was his question. Why? Everybody understand?
Yeah, why have we lost the noon?
Why have we lost the noon? Now remember, from when we did the dual before, if in an idafa, the mudafun, the first noun, and in idafa is a dual, what happens to the noon? Remember, so how do we say the two pens of the boy? Or the two pens of a boy, how do we say that? Or we'll keep it two books of a boy. Right? I'll just erase this. How do we say? Right, we'll start off with kitabun. A book, kitabun. How do we say two books?
Kitabani.
Kitabani. Right? Kitabani. Right? Kitabani. How do we say two books of a boy? What's going to come next in our idafa?
Waladun.
Waladun?
Waladin.
Waladin. Right. Waladin. Right? Kitabani waladin. Two books of a boy. Right? Except that that's not correct. Why? Remember, we have mentioned this. What happens to this noon?
You drop the noon to the margin.
You drop the noon when the dual is the first noun and in idafa. Remember? So it becomes kitaba waladin. Right? Kitaba waladin. Right? Kitaba waladin. Two books of a boy. What if there was a harful jar before it? You're not going to say fi in two books of a boy like this, are you? What's it going to be? Fi kitab. Well, this is going to be named majrurun, isn't it? What's a majrurun form of two books?
Kitabayni.
Right, kitabayni. Kitabayni. Except that, as I said, that when the first noun in Idafa is a dual, you drop the noon. So what happens to the noon? We drop it and it becomes kitab. Yeah, it becomes kitabay waladin. Fi kitabay waladin. In 2 books of a boy. Right? Can you see now why it's like that? And then haq.
Yeah. So Ibn is linked to Adam.
Right, Shabazz. Okay. So now we can see why, or why would Ibnay be in this form and not Ibnaini? Because we've dropped the noon. Why would the noon be dropped? Because
it's an idafa with something else.
Good, because it's an idafa, or it's the mudafun to another mudafun ilayhi. And that's perfectly possible in Arabic. It's very common actually. That this is mudafun, the first noun in idafa. That's the mudafun ilayhi, the second noun. But it's also the first noun in the next idafa. And you could carry on. Right? So that's why Ibnay is in the form it is. The only other issue, of course, is Adama. Why is Adama not Adami? Right? Why is it not Adami? And I'm sure we've probably mentioned this before. Why is it not Ibnay Adami? So what's the answer to that?
Is it because it's a name?
Right, well it is a name, but remember that all, well we say all, but generally non-Arabic names, because Adam or Adamu is a non-Arabic name. And whenever you have a non-Arabic name, it's called غير منصرف, or it's from the mamnu min as-sarf. It doesn't change completely like a normal Arabic name or like a normal ismun, a normal noun. It doesn't. So you can never say, for example, Adamun. It never takes tanween dammin. Or Adaman or Adamin. You can never say that. It can only have one of 2 vowels. Either Adamu or Adama.
Or Adami.
No, it can never be. I say it can never be Adami, but it can in one situation, but we're not going to talk about that now. Right? The point is that usually it will only ever be Adamu, which is a marfu'un state, or it's going to be Adama, which is the mansubun state, and the majrurun state. Right? Which is why here it's Ibnay Adama. وَاتْلُ عَلَيْهِمْ نَبَأَ بَنِي آدَمَ بِالْحَقِّ. And that's just a harfu jar with al-haq, meaning with truth. Right? Is that clear? But the point to remember, in addition to the rules here, is that we should always be doing this when we're reading Al-Quran, to derive the most benefit, to understand it also from its grammar.